Hello everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 24th of January 2023. Now I saw something that came up on my FYP on social media and it was the same situation of Shaneil Muir where a page reposted it, but what's interesting are the comments that were under it. There were a whole lot of persons who were saying some very, interesting things. Rather disturbing, I would say, more so than interesting. And here are the comments. I said that I was going to edit the video and stuff like that because I actually did a video and edited. I went through the whole 9 yard. And it just so happened that I accidentally deleted it, removed it completely from my computer, and now I'm at a crossroad where I had to do this video entirely over. And so, but it's not a problem or an issue for me. So these are the comments. You can stop, you can read them, because I screenshot some of them, so you can stop and you can read them and take a look at what was being said under her comment. Now, when you read through it, like I say, it's very disturbing. These are people who have deep-rooted trauma. When you read through the comments, you will see why I did the video on Shaneil Muir. And I was speaking directly to her based on what she's going through with her mother. I didn't want to reiterate it, but I feel like I need to reiterate it because there are still persons out there who may need a word of advice or need to know or want to know how to move forward, but don't know the right steps to make. There are people out there who really need to see some sort of change or some sort of movement in their life, that it's from A to B, it's from negative to positive, but they simply don't know how to traverse. And so I feel like I think I can be a voice of reason, and it's great when you can extend the hands of kindness to those who really need it, even if they don't realize that they do. And that's the reason I felt the need to put the information out there to assist persons who are going through these kind of things with their mother, with their daughter, with whatever the case may be. And I say that to say this: people who are commenting, like I said, this is the evidence that I was trying to put forward, that these are the people who are enabling Shaneil Muir. They're enabling her to say the things that she's saying about her mother to go publicly. They're enabling her to post and troll her own mother. And I was saying that this doesn't end well. There's no good ending in it. And I know a lot of persons were coming at me and saying that I should mind my own business and stuff. So I had to let them know that once you put something out there on social media space, especially when it comes to your personal life, it's no longer your business alone. It now becomes the public business because you invited them in. Worse if it's a case where it was unsolicited, wherein no one asked. You understand? And so I will feel the need that, I could give my 2 cents, or I could extend some word of advice to those who are going through it, including Shaneil Muir herself. You understand? And so this messages in the comment section that I post right here are living proof that there are people out there who really need help. What's also interesting is that this is also a contributor factor to many persons having bad relationship with other females. A lot of females having bad relationship with other females, other men having bad relationship with other men. This type of situation, it affects your personal relationship with your partner. It affects relationship when it comes to business, because guess what? You're not going to trust people. You're also going to find it easy to betray people. You're also going to find it easy to disrespect people, because that's how you were, supposedly taught. This was how you were raised. This was how you were raised to think. The person who means the most to you, or the person who you grew up seeing as a mentor, you believe have betrayed you. And because of such, you don't think you owe any loyalty to anyone, no matter how loyal they are, no matter how respectful they are. You don't feel the need to give them that respect, because you're thinking in your head that eventually they're going to turn their back on me. Eventually they're going to betray me. So let me go first. Let me do this first. And this is the reason a lot of women will, go around and interfere in their friends' relationship. You understand me? Sleeping with their partners, betraying their friends, stealing from them, lying to their friend, disrespecting their friend. Men do the same thing also, based on a bad relationship that they have with a parent, whether it be a man or a woman. And in this case that we're speaking of a mother. And so this is the reason I myself felt the need to come forward and say something, that I have been down that road. I spoke about my situation and I let people know that, listen, it matters not what you're going through. I have been there. Police station, police involved so many times, courthouse, many times I have been there. And today my mother is the sweetest thing to me. She's so precious. I love her to my heart. I love her so dearly. You understand? And it's just a beautiful moment. That's why I say the inner peace that I have, I cannot put a price on it. Because when you go through these things in life and everything around you is deeply affected, you will know it matters not how much millions you have. You will still have to go back to, the source, because that's where your troubles begin. And you will, like I said, you can be the greatest mother out there raising your children and decide that I'm going to be a better mother to my children or a better parent to my children than what my mother was to me. And then your children turn out to be way worse, and you wonder where you went wrong, what happened. So this is the reason I said you don't want to bring your business to social media and you never dishonor your parents. I remember the movie that Tyler Perry directed and he also acted in, and one of the characters were played by Viola Davis, who was a counselor. So she went to the prison, was speaking to the female inmate on forgiveness, and there was a woman in it was saying that her father was a very evil man to her. He did a lot of things, and Viola said to her that, listen, forgiveness is not for your father, it's for you. And the inmate kept saying, you don't know what he did to me, you don't know what he did. And Viola said, well, listen, I don't know what he did, but your father is there and you're here in prison. You are here in prison and you're not coming out. So you see, holding a grudge against him did you absolutely no good in the end, because you're the one in prison. And that's why I caution people to sometimes you have to just simply let go. Let go, because you will walk around and be a forever victim. And when you be a forever victim, you become what? The narcissist that you hate so much, because you're always right. The person is always wrong. Someone else is always wrong. Someone else is always doing you wrong. There is absolutely no accountability that you will eventually see, because in your head you are a victim and you will forever be a victim. And that's the reason it's important to forgive and move on. Like I said in my previous video that I did about Shaneil Muir, I quoted Tupac when Tupac said, even though she was a crack fiend mother, she will always be my black queen mother. There are certain people who are damaged beyond repair. We know that there are parents out there who are very evil. There are parents out there who have cruel intentions. We know that there are parents who are very abusive, very wicked. We saw a video where the mother was stepping in the daughter's head, like she really wanted to break her daughter's neck. And you can see wherein her body was just cringing in this form, like her body was reacting to the trauma. And it was just a very disturbing video to watch. So we know often that there are parents out there who will do that. You understand? But I'm not saying that you should go around and chase behind them and try to fix everything, because certain things you simply cannot fix. There are certain things that are simply beyond you. So what you do is to seek help. There are counselors out there, people out there who you can speak to. And if it is beyond repair, you stay from afar and wish them all the best. You don't take it to social media, name calling them, disrespecting them, dishonoring them. You never do that, because you are taking whatever curse or trauma that they have dealing with, and now you have become the owner of that trauma. So you will walk the earth doing the same thing to other people, and you will never see where you are wrong. And that's why I caution people. I remember when I went through some time with my mother and my sister, one of my sisters said to me that, listen, parents raise kids the best way they know how to. Not the best way they should, or the best way because they aren't perfect. The best way they know how to. We know that there are parents, like I said, that are very disrespectful, very, abusive and all of that. But at the end of the day, they are raising you the best way they know how to. We know that there are parents who are reckless, regardless of the fact that they got you reckless, regardless of the fact that they were irresponsible or immature. Everybody is susceptible to making error. They are human beings, just like you and I. They are not perfect. They didn't ask to be born either, but their mother had them just the same and tried with them. And you didn't ask to be born, but they had you and they tried their best. They means of how they go about it might be questionable, might be troubling, might be very hurtful, might be done, I'm sorry, calm down, might have done more damage than good. We get that. But at some point, you have to look into yourself and saying that her means was wrong, but I get that she was trying to do something in the process of helping us to find happiness for herself also. Because parents, once they have a child, once a woman decides to have a child, she doesn't give up on her happiness. She doesn't give up on her happiness. She still wants to be happy. She still wants to be happy. The father still wants to be happy. So they raise kids the best way they know how to. And I know, like I said, I know what it is like because I have been down that road. Anybody who can tell you about bad parent child relationship is me. I have been there, done that. And over on this side, I can tell you, once you cross that road, what it feels like and what it's like. It's a beautiful feeling. If you get millions, it won't be the same. It's just not the same feeling because millions do not give you peace. And I've gotten that peace that I was searching for. It was inside of me, but it could not come out because it was blocked. It was like a great enmity. I've said it in the previous video. It was like an enmity between me and my mother. And it was removed. It was removed. And the only thing that I guess did it was prayer. I just prayed and asked the Almighty to show me. If He can't show her, show me. If He can't show her, show me. And today, it's just a beautiful ending. And I'm so glad she's still alive. She's here. She's healthy. She's okay. She goes about her business. You understand me? And it's just a beautiful story. And that's what I want people to feel. But like I said, I know a lot of persons out there will never have that relationship. And that's the sad reality. A lot of you out there simply will not get that ending. But it doesn't mean that the ending cannot be beautiful just the same. You can wish them all the best and simply move on with your life. If they are going on social media to disrespect you, you don't answer because you will never be one with them. You will never be equal to them. Even if they die at an earlier age and you have lived past their years, you still will not be equal to your parents. And that's just the bottom line. There's nothing you can do about it. There is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Then you just wish them well and stay from a distance because you simply can't help them. It's beyond you. So this was the reason I said that I had to speak out because I didn't want people to enable her to constantly go in on her mother, trolling her mother on social media because it doesn't look good on her. It doesn't look good on Shaneil Muir. You understand? Persons might think, oh yeah, I love her. I can relate to what she's going through. Yeah, because you're trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is not something good, Trauma bonding is not something good. Trauma bonding is something terrible. Because you only come together out of what? Out of a negative, and it will never turn into a positive picture. It will never have a positive ending. So trauma bonding is no good. I like Shaneil Muir. I like some of her songs, not all of them. I like some of her songs. I love 3D. Don't ask me why, but I love 3D that she does, and I like the song that she did with Vibes Cartel. And so I'm a fan of Shaneil Muir, you understand me? And sometimes her songs are uplifting, and other time it's going in on women and stuff. But I understand, she's an entertainer. So I love her voice. That's the thing. I love her voice. You understand? It's very strong. I think that she should do other music. I think if she gets the right management, like an international based management, Shaneil Muir, there's no stopping her. Because she has an extremely unique voice. She has a voice that reminds me, so get it out already, reminds me of Toni Braxton. Her voice was just beyond unique. It was just so unique. Like you can stay from anywhere. The Toni Braxton, the Anita Baker, the Mary J. Blige, all these type of people with these very unique voice. That's what Shaneil Muir has. Like you can't hear a song and not tell that it's her. You understand? And that's what I love about her voice. God have blessed you with something. Shaneil, do not let God remove your blessing. Do not let God remove your blessing. Do not follow. Be positive. You have to be positive. And I remember a cousin of mine, and this is what, if I didn't love him before, I love him no more than ever. When I was going through a depressing period in my time, and I remember speaking to him, and he said one thing to me. I said this in videos before. He said to me that you have to, in order to see the good that's out there for you, you have to completely erase all negative things from your mind. You have to. Negative is going to come in. It's going to knock on your door, but you have to just say, you have to come into self-awareness so much and say, I can see it. I know what's ahead. I know that's a negative thing. I know this is just a stepping stone for me. I'm going to overcome it. And that's how you have to think. You have to completely erase all negative things. And that include bad relationship that you have with your parent. And just said, I am determined to make this good. And God, show me the way. Someone or inspire someone to come into my life who can teach me the way. And if you can, then inspire someone who can inspire someone to show me the way. You understand? It will happen. But if you're fighting tooth and nail and you're leaning to your own understanding and doing whatever it is that come to your mind, your own understanding have limitations because we're human beings. Or the greatest of scientists, like I've said before in another video, the greatest of scientists have limitation because everything that they know isn't factual. Some of them are just their mere opinion or a hypothesis. You understand? So these things do happen. And I just want her to know that, listen, you have a fan base, you have a beautiful voice that God gave you. Do not allow the devil to seep in your life. Do not allow the devil to seep in your life and try to destroy you, because it will. And if it finds a crack, it only wants a crack. The devil only wants a crack. And once it gets that crack, it will capitalize on it and rip you apart. Rip you apart, and you'll find a whole lot of misfortune start reaching you, and you don't want that. So you probably pray. I don't know if you're religious or anything like that, but pray a little bit more. If you don't, just, hope that you can meet people who will show you the right way and stuff like that to move forward in life. Do not spread hate. Do not, just wish her all the best and leave her alone. Just wish her all the best and leave it there. If she supposed something, don't go on any interview and speak on her. Don't. Do not use her as your story. Do not use her as your story to move forward. Do not do it. There isn't any good ending in it for you. I promise you that. Don't do it that way. You want a positive ending, a beautiful, enjoy peace and happiness, love, prosperity, great music, great career. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. Do not listen to the people who are encouraging you to answer. She a dirty girl. She a this. Do not allow people. Those type of people are very demonic. The devil works through them. They are a canal. They are a conduit for evil spirit and evil entity. You understand me? They are. And because of such, that's what they will spread. They have absolutely nothing positive in them. You understand? So when you fix this, automatically your relation with other people will change. It will measure up. It will become better. Like I said, if you want to know if these people messages are positive, just take a 360-degree turn anywhere where you live and see who is there. The people online are not going to be there. They aren't going to be there. But I know what will be there. I know what will be there, the negative spirit that they speak into your life, the projection that they're doing. Because what they're doing is projecting. I showed the evidence. They are projecting. That's what they are doing. They're using their bad relationship that they have with their parents, and they see a great opportunity. A lot of them were bad kids too. A lot of them were disrespectful kids, misbehaving kids, trouble kids. But they see this as a great opportunity. People with ill report will see this as a great opportunity to say, oh yes, I was a victim. I'm a victim. I'm forever victim. Let me go in on her. Go in on her. Go in on your mother. Tell her to Esther. Tell her all these nasty things. She's a low life. She's a narcissist. You can do that. You understand me? That's what they will say, because they simply what? Know better. And a lot of people aren't interested in knowing better either. And that's just a sad reality. So in order for you to be better, know better, and you're saying that you're tired of being the bigger person. No, you should never be tired of being the bigger person. And it doesn't mean that you're being the bigger person also. You are doing something that brings you happiness and peace. And what brings you happiness and peace is being positive, because that's the way positive things are going to happen. Great things are going to continue to happen in your life. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.